Good morning, everyone, and welcome to my 15 minutes with Lori. I've got some great things to talk about today, and in the end, I've got a really special announcement. So stay tuned and stick with me for just 15 minutes. That's all I ask for. It might even be shorter. So, this morning, I want to talk a little bit about what we need to be doing in the market. And it goes along with 25 years of being a rookie. I know some of you don't feel like a rookie, but to be honest with you, even those of us who have been in the industry for a long time, we are still rookies. The reason is because we're consistently learning, and we have to be reminded to get back to the basics in this industry. So I've got 10 points to share with you on how to continue to build your business and how to stay with the industry and keep up with the industry. So the number one is solving problems and have fun with it, right? So each day we need to build a relationship. At the end of the day, before your head hits the pillow, ask yourself, did I build a relationship today? Did I solve a problem today? And did I have fun today? If you didn't, you need to revisit what you're doing on a daily basis, right? Number two, choose your attitude. Choose your attitude today and everything you can control anything that you do. So we can't control others. We can only control ourselves. And when we control our attitude, things will change. They'll be different. So you're in control. Think about it like this, okay? So think about the little engine that can. Stick with me, guys. I know you're thinking, I'm not a kid and I'm not interested in reading the book, The Little Engine That Could. But that little engine kept saying, I think I can, I think I can, I think I can. And then he did it, right? Also, remember way back when we went trick-or-treating. We got our pillowcases and we went out and we wanted to get all the candy that we could, right? Our parents would walk us up to the door when we were very young and we would say trick or treat, maybe tell a joke, and then we would get some candy in return, right? But as we grew up a little bit, parents weren't going to the door with us anymore. We had to take it upon ourselves to walk up to that door where that stranger is, knock on that door, and guess what? If they didn't answer, you went to the next house. We were trying to find that person who would be willing to give us the candy. So think about that a little bit. You're trying to find those every day who need your services. Number three, this is no surprise. It's a numbers game, right? It's always been a numbers game and it will continue to be a numbers game. You're the boss of your company. You are the CEO of your company. You are in full control, but you've got to keep track of your business. Keep track of what's yours. Keep track of what you're doing on a daily basis. Know where your business comes from. Keep track of that. Does it come from open houses? Does it come from door knocking? Does it come from phone calls? Does it come from just talking to people out in the public? Know what your average days on the market are and know what your average sales price is. Think back to all the business that you did and write it down. Did it come from sphere of influence? Did it come from open houses? Again, door knocking, phone calls, okay? Keep track of that. The busier, find out what time of the year you're the busiest. And what did you do in the months prior to that busy time? Because I can guarantee you any of the activities that you were doing will result in the business that you are doing, okay? So think back to the months before how busy you were and know where that's coming from. Number four, pick your battles. You've got a business generate, guys, okay? Business development activities versus business support activities. The business support activities are what I also like to call them as business servicing activities. That's the feel-good stuff, right? That's where you're doing some marketing online. You might be sending out postcards, you're doing an open house, you're following, you're maybe out having coffee with somebody. That's all good and everything, but you got to think about the dollar productive activities, the business generation. What is going to put money in your pocket today? What is going to get you to that closing table? So you've got to do the business generation activities because without it, there's no business service, right? So you got to think about that. Focus on that. Number five, speaking of focus on the right things. It's crucial. It's crucial to your business and the success of your business. I'm going to start backwards, okay? You want that closing, right? So you've got to focus on those closings. But before that, you got to focus on the sale. Before that, you got to focus on getting a listing and having a buyer, okay? Before that, you've got to get an appointment. So you've got to get the appointment in order to do all those things. And number one, talk to people. That's what we do. That we've got to build a relationship, but not just a relationship of trust. So I'm going to start over again, but I'm going to start with number one, talk to people. That's where it begins. Get the appointment, get the listing, get the buyer's exclusive agency agreement, and get out there and get to work. Then get the sale. And lastly, follow it through to the closing table. Set that appointment, talking to anybody. Invite people to go to the gym with you, and then you have connections with everybody. Schedule time for coffee with somebody or a group of people. Network, go for a walk, talk to your neighbors. You know, most agents don't think about some of the best business that they can get is from the neighbors because you're friends with them, right? But if they don't know you're in real estate, then you're not going to get that business. The worst thing you can do is wake up in the morning and see a sign in your neighbor's yard and it's not yours, right? That's kind of embarrassing. So make sure that you're building relationships with your neighbors and then anyone. What can you do right now? Right now, you can get on social media. I know a lot of you say, I don't like social media. Get on social media, find 5 posts that you can take online to offline conversations. What I mean is 5 posts that you can pick up the phone and call them, take it offline. Anybody can comment, anybody can share, like, but quite frankly, we all get kind of tired of that. Take it offline. Find 5 reasons on social media to pick up the phone and call somebody. It might be a thank you. It could be a congratulations. It could be a happy birthday. It could be, I'm thinking of you. Okay. It could be, congratulations, your child is walking, whatever it might be. Take it offline and pick up the phone and call somebody. Number 6, either control your schedule or it's going to control you. There's nothing new about this. You have to have a daily plan, a daily schedule. We know that you're going to have plans with friends or you've got to go grocery shopping, you got to clean the house. I get that. Put that in your schedule. However, you've got to figure out what's going to make you money today. You've got to prioritize what's on that list that you need to prioritize. If it is not something that can get you to a closing table, then you might not have the right things on your list. Come see me and talk with me or Bill or Mark about what you can do to bring in that closing on a daily basis, okay? So your activities on a daily basis is what really matters. Number 7, are you planting seeds every day? Write 5 handwritten notes. Again, it can be congratulations, thinking of you, birthday, sympathy, whatever it might be. Just build relationships, 5 a day. It doesn't take long. Those 5 handwritten notes speak loudly. When you get something in the mail, you're going to get a stack of mail, right? We all do it. And you get bills and promotional items and, buy a new car or here's a roofing company, whatever. That's great. But if you have a card in there that has your name on it and it's a handwritten note, the first thing you're going to do is open it up. You're going to put those bills aside, all those promotional things aside. Some of the stuff's going to go in the trash. But that handwritten note, you're going to open it up, I guarantee, every time. So think about that. Every day, you can touch 5 people by sending out a handwritten note. Check the MLS hot sheet. Know what the activity is going on in the area that you serve. Run comps, run solds, expires, all that stuff. You need to know what that market is and go preview the houses that are on the market. So when you're talking real estate to somebody, you know the inventory and you know the quality of that inventory. You know what's inside those houses versus what's online. That's more powerful than anything. Do video texting happy birthday. You might not have time to pick up the phone and call for a happy birthday because you think it might take a little bit of your time, and that's fine. Do a video happy birthday. It doesn't have to be professional. Be yourself. There's nothing fearful about that. Just be yourself, okay? If you would have asked me 10 years ago that I was going to be on this video taping information that I can share with all of you, I would have thought you were crazy. But it's really not that hard. And practice makes perfect, guys. Just practice it. Videotape yourself over and over and over until you get comfortable with it, okay? And if you flub up, who cares? Be yourself. Doesn't matter. Okay. Once you're done with your daily activities that you're going to do every day, celebrate. Go get yourself something. Get a coffee. Go to a coffee shop. And guess what? When you go to a coffee shop, talk to somebody. Build a conversation with somebody. Okay. Number 8, define your clients. Does your ideal client know who they are? You need to know who your ideal clients are. And if they don't know, you just need to get in front of them and build a relationship with them in time. If you know your market and you know what's going on and they ask you how the market is, there's probably a reason for that. They're probably thinking they may want to buy or sell. So you've got to ask them the question. Depends. Are you looking to buy or sell? So then you can share that market with them. Okay. Number 9, the more things are changing in our industry on a daily basis. Okay. You've got to be focusing on what those next changes are. Think ahead, get ahead of the game. What are your next opportunities? There's so much education that we provide on the Coldwell Banker site. Get on there and learn. Okay. But you've got tools on there as well. Tools that can help you with all your marketing in addition to the marketing we provide. And they also have your presentations for not only buyers and sellers. You can build a profile presentation to add to your buyers and sellers. And if you're not familiar with where those are, reach out to us. We have a monthly training on just that. Okay. Know the evolution of tools and embrace them. Our next generation is coming along. And if we don't know how they want to communicate and how they want to buy a house or sell a house, we might get ran over by that steamroller. So you've got to make sure that you know what tools and communication that they are looking for. Okay. The evolution of workspace, right? There's a lot of things that we can do online, and there's nothing wrong with working remotely. But if you're not one who can commit to that, being in the office is important. And our brick and mortar will always be here for you. Sure, you can work from home as long as you know that you're committed and you know you can be successful. But we're here to support you in-house also. And lastly, number 10, leave an impression. Good service is no longer enough. Great service is expected. So make sure that you use people's names and make sure that that service is great for them. Okay. I hope that was helpful for you. I do have something I want to share with you that's very exciting. Okay. Before you go, hang with me just a minute here. Jason Wong, president of Coldwell Banker, made an announcement, and it's super exciting that the first quarter in 2025 is promising as the growth of the market has risen. Okay. Mortgage rates are trending down slowly, but they're trending downward. Okay. This decline in rates, coupled with the increase in the number of homes available in the market, has really stood out to us. Okay. The single home sales had, compared to last week, well, the week before, so the last week in March compared to the third weekend in March, rose 2.3%. But overall this year, we have 30% more homes on the market. Now, you might think that that's a negative, but it's actually a positive, and here's why. So the new single-family listings last week increased from last year 15.5%. Okay, the surge in increase in homes, the decrease in mortgage rates is what the market was before, postponed the buyers and sellers. But now, since the decrease in interest rates, homeowners are now becoming aware that these rates are not going to go down to 2%. There's nothing in the horizon that they're going to go. So they're ready. So sellers are starting to list their homes, and buyers are starting to have a better option to go out and look for homes. They have options. So the market is great. Get out there, do those 10 points, focus on those. And if you have any questions, please visit 15minuteswithlori.com. Ask any question that you like, and I will answer as soon as I possibly can, obviously probably within the hour or two. Okay? Everybody have a great day. Thank you for joining us, and I hope to see you next Monday for 15 Minutes with Lori. Thanks, everybody.